Good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World. Right now, Kuntep Chayong is joining me live from home, as this is part of working from home and to keep social distancing in the deal to keep the spread of coronavirus.
I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus, that's to say a temperature and a persistent cough. And on the advice of the chief medical officer, I've taken a test that has come out positive. So I am working from home, I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do. But be in no doubt that I can continue.
So that's the video footage of Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, when he broke the news to UK population that he's now checked the infection and the testing result has come out as positive of coronavirus. And right now, Kuntep Chayong is with me and reporting live from home as part of stay at home and work from home. Yes, Kuntep Chai, we just saw the breaking news of UK Prime Minister has been infected with coronavirus.
Yeah, it's good news is that his symptom is still mild, and that means that he only need to self-isolate and continue to work from home, from his office.
That's right. And Public Health Minister in the UK has also been infected with coronavirus as well. And that's the two latest case of the most well-known people in international arena who are infected with coronavirus. Also in the US, the number of infection has risen sharply. The number of cases of infection in the US has now the most in the world, with 86,000 of infection cases. And New York State has become epicenter and the hub of infection in the US. With New York State alone, the number of infection are about 40,000. Kuntep Chai.
Yes, so we have been emphasizing the need for social distancing, right? So it's no joke when you see the number of people who get infected, and look at all the prominent figures. And tonight we have Boris Johnson, the UK leader, who is one of the latest infected person. So we need to repeat again that the best way to fight the deadly virus is to stay home and to keep the distance between friends, between people that you come into contact with.
Yes. And in the US, it seems the governor of each state is quite alert in terms of fighting against coronavirus. But it seems the gesture of the US president seems very different when he still insists that he'd like to open the whole country by Easter holiday on 12th of April.
So the stand or the remarks made by President Trump certainly, run counter to the real situation in the country. As Gunata just mentioned now, America has surpassed China as being the country that has the most number of infection cases, and is now referred to as in the epicenter of the virus. Epicenter has become a title, an unenviable title that is being passed from country to country, but it's a title that I don't think anybody wants to have.
That's right. Especially the need of equipment, especially breathing ventilator, is now very much in demand in New York State. When the New York governor said that right now the supply of ventilator is not enough for the whole demand of patients who are about 40,000 cases of infection in just New York alone, and not to mention how other 11 more states in the US right now facing critical situation of rising sharply of infections. But in
And now in Thailand, we need to come back to Thailand.
That's right.
And today it's quite clear that the attempts to enforce the work from home directive now is on the move now. So today the Supreme Commander, General Pampipat Benjasi, who is in charge of law enforcement and security under the state of emergency decree, has sent out a circular to all government agencies concerned, about 26 of them altogether, government agencies, independent units, with the request for them to start introducing staggered work hours for their employees, for their officials. That means that starting Monday, you see the government officials, personnel coming to work at different hours.
Yes, and around the country, police forces have joined in working in tandem with other officials from Public Health Ministry in terms of having checkpoints all over the country. Especially the number of checkpoints will be 366 around the country, about 12 in Bangkok. That's the point of trying to check temperature, to check symptoms of passerbys, whether they have themselves checked enough. If someone have found that they have symptoms, have rising temperature, they will be asked to stop in the middle of their traveling to try to have their medical checkup from the unit, from the checkpoint around the country. And that's what security personnel are trying to follow emergency situation. And that's what we keep you updated with global situation of COVID-19 and local situation in Thailand. And that's all from Thai PBS World Tonight with me and Kun Thep Chaiyong reporting live from home.